Hello, I'm Bernie Hayes. Today we'll be with Dionne Ferguson, CEO and founder of the Good Journey Foundation. Today on The Bernie Hayes Show. Welcome back. I finally got that right. Good Journey Foundation. Good Journey with Dionne Ferguson. Dionne, welcome back to the show.
Oh, well, thank you for having me.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, but it's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure to
Always
be
a
here
pleasure
with you.
seeing you, too. Been about 4 or 5 years since you've
Yes,
been here.
sir.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good Journey.
Good journey.
Tell
yes.
us about that. What is your good
journey?
journey?
Well, look, we said life is a good journey, so that's really where it comes from. Our life certainly should be a good journey for all of us. Particularly our young people. But Good Journey is something that I thought of when I was living and working in Lesotho in southern Africa. I was a Peace Corps volunteer there. And I was kind of trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to do when I returned home to the United States? And I always wanted to help my community. Mm-hmm. And I realized that what I enjoyed the most when I was in Lesotho was when the young people would come around and I would teach them what I was doing. I was actually drilling wells, horizontal wells into the sides of mountains. And there was always something I could find that the young people could learn how to do, children could learn how to do. So I just transferred that thought, that idea into Good Journey. And I wanted to bridge the gap between elders and young people. Mm-hmm. I wanted young people to have a place in community, a meaningful place in community, and for us as elders to recognize that young people had a meaningful place in communities. In order for our communities to thrive, we need our young people, we need their ideas, we need their thoughts, we need their skills. So that's really where Good Journey came about. And also, good young people were having difficulties just managing life, and Good Journey is a guide for young people.
That's good. Mm-hmm. What brought you to Africa? What took you to Africa?
My aunt Winifred Devins, a longtime math teacher in St. Louis Public Schools and other school districts, was a Peace Corps volunteer in Tanzania, or Tanzania as she called it. And she had this room in her house with all of these beautiful items or curios from Tanzania.
Mask and everything.
Everything, drums, just all kinds of things. And I would just sit in that room and look around. And I said, I'm going there one day. And I'm not going just as a tourist. I'm going to go the way my aunt went. I'm going to go as a Peace Corps volunteer and live there for 2 years. I ended up living there for 6 years.
Wow. Well, your Afrocentrism always drew me to you, because you've been so Afrocentric. And you love your people, and you love black people, and you love the world. I understand that, too.
Absolutely.
So that's what that Good Journey is all about, I guess.
Yes, sir.
So tell us some of the things you're doing.
Oh, we're doing a lot. We have several programs. We have one of our major programs called Our Community, Our World. For that program, we have several projects under it, which is Bustani ya Upendo, which is our garden project. Bustani ya Upendo means garden of love in Kiswahili. The young people, children named the garden, and actually the garden was their idea. We have a summer program, a summer leadership academy program. We're taking applications for that program right now on our website at www.goodjourney.org.
Say that again, the website.
www.goodjourney.org.
And you have other social media website, too.
Yes, a social media. You can find us on all types of social media, Instagram, everything, at Good Journey Inc. Good Journey INC.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah, but we have other programs as well. We have a program called Express You Through Art, which is a mental health program for our young people, mental and emotional health program for our young people. And that's in several school districts and community partners. Yeah, we have a number of things going on.
This is wonderful. I can see it's on the brochure. It says, express you through art.
Right.
Live Black Youth Corps, Community Involvement and Cultural Exchange. Our community, our world.
Yeah, Live Black Youth Corps and the Community Involvement and Cultural Exchange is a project, two projects we put together. That's our project where we teach young people about organizing,
Okay.
and then we take them to somewhere so they can learn about a different culture. In 2014, we took young people to South Africa. We're hoping to be able to do something like that again, and we're looking at Ghana and Tanzania.
Well, what age groups are you looking for?
Teenagers, teenagers, particularly high school youth for that particular program. Now, our programs are for young people ages 8 all the way up to 25.
8 to 25?
8 to 25. And then some programs have a more designated age group, like our Summer Leadership Academy is ages 9 to 16.
Okay. You have some photographs you want to show us.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's see what was on what Bob put. Tell us about this.
All right, so this is our Black History Maker Marker project. And these young people had the opportunity to interview and do research on the Academy neighborhood in St. Louis City.
The Academy neighborhood, what are the
Academy
boundaries?
neighborhood is on the east, it's bounded by Kings Highway, on the west by Union Boulevard, on the south by Delmar, and then on the north by Martin Luther King.
Okay.
So pretty much a square right there. Mm-hmm. But that neighborhood's been around for many years. Okay. But what our young people did was they interviewed the neighbors who've been living in the Academy neighborhood for 50 years or more, created videos, they did research on the community, learned about restrictive covenants and things like that, and then created videos that are on our YouTube channel. And finally, they were able to present their research at the American Educational Research Association's annual meeting in partnership with Dr. Jerome E. Morris of University of Missouri St. Louis.
Now, the picture we just saw.
That was them. That was the young people in Philadelphia presenting their work. Okay. And so the other folks who are on that picture, they're young. There are 5 young people there with myself, and then Dr. Morris, and then other presenters on the panel that day.
Now, tell us what this next picture is about. This is what?
This is our Summer Leadership Academy. Our Summer Leadership Academy always has a theme. This is from last year, the theme was Black growers, learning about Black growers in the St. Louis region. And we always do a community walk. And so you see us in front of the Martin Luther King statue in Fountain Park. And that was our community walk, because too often we are taught or learn only about the negative things in our community. Mm-hmm. So we walk our babies around our neighborhood so they can see the beautiful and positive things that exist in our neighborhood. But the Summer Leadership Academy is a 7-week program for ages 9 to 16. And we always have a theme. This year, our theme is about self-sustainability. So we're gonna learn about how to take care of ourselves and how to take care of each other.
How can they reach you? How can they reach you, Dionne Ferguson?
Again, the website, www.goodjourney.org, social media at Good Journey Inc. Also, we can be reached at the phone number 314-229-9079. 314-229-9079.
Asante. What sent you on this journey?
Well, I'd have to go back to my mother, who is a Delta. I'm also Delta. But I remember doing community service, or going along with her as she was doing community service. I remember an event with women, and I think she was mentoring women and kind of teaching them how to interview and get jobs and just kind of socialization kind of things. But I had to be like 7 or 8 years old. Wow. And then my mother was my Girl Scout troop leader from age 6 all the way up to 18. So just community service and giving back to our community is just something my mother taught and instilled in me.
This is wonderful. Dionne Ferguson, the founder of the Good Journey Foundation, and also you're the CEO, Executive Director.
Yes.
And we're here talking with Dionne, and we got so much more to talk about. And it's so wonderful things. Have so many other photos to show you also. We're the New Life Evangelistic Center, 2428 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri. Reverend Larry Rice has been providing services for those in need for more than 53 years. We need your help and support. Please continue to support the New Life Evangelistic Center. Back with Dionne Ferguson after this.
When you hear about all the things that are going on, whether it's in Washington, D.C., and what's the president going to do next, and all the hurt and the pain and the uncertainty at this time, it's so easy to get discouraged. And I pray that through this Bernie Hayes show, you're being encouraged. You're seeing what others are doing in the community. But even more so, you're discovering what you can do and the difference you can make. Yes, as we think during this Easter season about what happened on the cross, we realize that we can also make a difference in our communities. For we're truly more than conquerors through Christ who strengthens us, if we just let His light and love shine in us and through us at this particular moment. In the brokenness of our community, whether it's those that are on death row, those that are locked up, those that are homeless and broken on our streets, we can be empowered with the empty tomb, the reality of the resurrection, to the extent that we can move in the midst of all of that. We can seek God, get quiet before Him, analyze the need, and then by faith, stand up. Let our voices be heard. Reach out, do good, and let the love of Christ flow in us and through us. And when that happens, we will truly not only discover in our own lives that we're more than conquerors through Christ who strengthens us, but we'll let His love flow through us. We'll be able to feed the hungry, shelter the homeless, encourage those who are broken and downtrodden, because we've been encouraged. And that's why I want to encourage you to get into God's Word daily, read it, seek the Lord, and let Him show you what He wants to do in you and through you at this particular time.
It takes many partners to operate New Life Evangelistic Center. We're a large ministry operating and serving so many people all throughout Missouri. And so we appreciate so much Bernie Hayes and his many years of dedicated service to people who are experiencing homelessness all throughout Missouri. But we need people like you to partner with Bernie Hayes and with New Life Evangelistic Center to make a real impact in the lives of people who are hurting now. In a very practical way, you are being the hands and feet of Christ in the streets of St. Louis and Springfield, Missouri, and beyond. So I want to thank everyone who is partnering with New Life Evangelistic Center. I want to challenge you to get involved today for the glory of God and the good of others in our community. Thank you so much, and God bless those who are making a big impact on the lives of hurting people.
Welcome back. I'm Bernie Hayes. My guest is Dionne Ferguson from the Good Journey Foundation. And you mentioned that you were Delta, and one of my dear friends, the vice president of the National Blackbird Hall of Fame, is also a Delta, Marsha Washington George.
I know her very well.
Yeah,
Yes.
So Marsha,
from Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know, I went to school in Atlanta, and I became a Delta in Atlanta at Georgia Tech. So Marsha was very well known to me.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Also, Beatrice Payne was a person at 5142 Vernon Avenue, and that's part of the
the History Maker Marker Project.
Yeah.
We interviewed Miss Payne, and she told us quite a bit about the history of the neighborhood, her living there, her raising their children in the community, and we have a beautiful video of her, mostly her voice with other pictures of her family and herself when she was younger. And those that you can find at on our YouTube channel at Good Journey Inc.
YouTube, Good Journey Inc. and YouTube on YouTube. Okay.
Yes.
Now, you have some other photographs you want to show us.
Okay.
You mentioned Fountain Park before.
I did,
Tell
because
us what's this
so
about?
the significance of this is a lot of our young people don't even know that this exists in our neighborhood, in our community. So this is part of our Summer Leadership Academy community walk. And we start off at Firefighters Institute for Racial Equality, where our summer camp is housed.
Is this on Jefferson?
That's on North Taylor.
On
North Taylor, yes.
Okay.
I don't know why I forgot the address. On North Taylor. So we end up walking from North Taylor. We walked up to the Urban League to see some of the aquaponic farming that they have going on there.
Okay.
Then we ended up in Fountain Park, learning about the Martin Luther King statue and the community there. And we finally ended up at our garden, which is on Academy Avenue.
You have a picture of the garden.
I'm sorry, on Vernon Avenue.
Yeah.
Yes, so Vernon Avenue. This is our Bustani Ya Upenda. Bustani Ya Upenda is our garden, which was named by our children, and it means garden of love in Kiswahili.
Okay.
The garden, starting the garden was the children's idea. In the height of the pandemic in 2020 is when we started this garden. It gave us an opportunity to give back to our community. It also gave us an opportunity to be together at a time when everyone was separated in our own homes. But we could be together outside and stay safe and grow food for our people.
What is this that they're growing there?
Oh, that was kale, but we grow more than 30 vegetables. That's called dinosaur kale. But we grow more than 30 vegetables and fruits. We now have fruit trees. We have pear trees, apple trees, fig trees, blackberries, raspberries, collard greens, mustard greens, all kinds of stuff. Tomatoes, peppers, sweet potatoes, all kinds of things.
What do you do with the stuff that's grown?
The families take them home and prepare meals with them. We give them away to our neighbors. Every Saturday beginning in July, every first Saturday beginning in July, we have our harvest share days. So people come and we share the harvest with them.
Wonderful. That's about the time everything becomes ripe and
yes.
ready for
Well, we
harvesting.
start getting some growth in May, and then from May all the way through November, because we have some winter things that we harvest as well. One of the things that we're doing in the garden is that we're building a Good Journey Agriculture Learning Center and Community Pantry. So that'll give us more space, indoor space in the garden, because we have an outdoor space. Last year we built an outdoor kitchen so we can cook the food that we grow in the garden.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, the learning center, we're going to have an opportunity to teach some lessons about growing and some STEM. We're going to focus on STEM, science, technology, and math in the garden as well.
This is wonderful.
Yeah.
So the garden itself, it's like a community garden.
It really is. It's a community garden. We give the food away. We're not selling anything. We have a lot of our events that we have now are in the garden. We just had our Black History trivia program in the garden. We have a Juneteenth celebration in the garden. We have in May 3rd is now the Freedom to Learn Day, and we have a Freedom to Learn Day in the garden, and that really highlights our freedom to read banned books, our freedom to teach Black history.
To read banned books.
Banned books. Yes, it's important that we're not limited to what we're able to have access to read.
So you're 501c3.
We are.
So people can donate to the organization.
Absolutely.
Tell us how can we help the foundation.
You can donate to our organization through our website and clicking support to donate to help. We have a campaign going now called the Flower Campaign that asks people to donate at their level that they're comfortable with on a monthly basis. This helps us to maintain and sustain and even grow what we're doing in our community with our children. Particularly right now, we have our summer program coming up, and that program costs about $1,750 per youth to put that program on, and we usually have about 30 young people. So you can sponsor a young person. There's all kinds of ways that you can support Good Journey. You can also sign up to be a volunteer with us as well.
What are the dates of the summer youth program?
The summer youth program, Summer Leadership Academy, begins June 9th and ends July 24th.
June 9th.
June 9th.
Through
July 24th, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So we're all day. We're providing breakfast and lunch and snacks and good programming.
These some of the participants?
These young people participated in our Express You Through Art program. But right here now, they are celebrating with us 20 years. Last year, Good Journey turned 20. And we had a beautiful event called the Good Journey Island Jam. So you see young people are in their relaxed clothes, in their island gear, and we just had a fun time together.
Do you teach the kids Kiswahili?
We do, during our summer leadership program.
They greet each other, Habari Gani and so forth?
Habari Gani, Hodi Hodi, May I enter?
Jambo.
All of those, yes,
Wow.
all those greetings.
It would be interesting to hear some of the children that you teach recite some of these things. And also I understand that the art program that they did something with T-shirts.
Yes, so Express You Through Art is one of our other programs that we have. It's our art healing, our healing arts program, and our art therapy program. And we're in several school districts: Jennings, Riverview Gardens School District, Ferguson Florissant School District. We're also partnered with some communities. We're in Wool Recreation Center, as well as the Southeast Ferguson Community Association is one of our partners. So that program, we're working with more than 160 children annually with that particular program.
Busy,
Yeah. But that program, there are art projects that our young people do, and they're led through these art projects that help them express themselves, what they're feeling, what they're going through. They're led by a teaching artist and a counselor, professional counselor.
I think a picture of them. The T-shirts, them making the T-shirts, I think. I think Bob has a picture that he can show. This is your T-shirt here.
Yeah, this is my T-shirt. And this T-shirt was created during a Summer Leadership Academy many years ago. Our young people learned an African warrior dance, and so we made these T-shirts for them.
This is beautiful. They learned an African warrior dance.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And then they performed it for the community.
This is great. My guest is the founder and CEO of the Good Journey Foundation, Dionne Ferguson. And we're the New Life Evangelistic Center, 2428 Woodson Road, Overland, Missouri. And we can use your help and support. We need you to bring by maybe a case of water or something hygienic for those in need. Reverend Rice has been here 53 years doing this just for you. And we need your help and support. And we'll be back with Dionne Ferguson after this.
When times are tough, we need to turn to God and trust Him. Right now, across the country, many are experiencing economic hardship. Maybe for the first time, people are having to strain in their budgets with their finances. There are so many people who are experiencing homelessness, and that number is going to continue to rise. You are needed right now to partner alongside New Life Evangelistic Center. You can make real change in the lives of men and women who are experiencing homelessness. By offering gospel-like love in word and deed, you can help holistically support men and women who are suffering in so many different ways. We need you now. Please call our center at 314-421-3020, 314-421-3020, and get involved today. You are needed. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Today's subject is Mr. Norman Seay. Seay is one of St. Louis's most widely respected advocates for civil rights. He spent most of his life trying to educate people, blacks and whites, about the importance of integration and equal opportunities for everyone. Norman Seay lives in the family home at James Cool Papa Bell Avenue. The star baseball player was his uncle. And he has been involved in civil rights in St. Louis for decades and served 90 days in jail for his role in the demonstrations at Jefferson Bank and Trust Company in 1963. That is widely regarded as the most important event of the modern civil rights movement in St. Louis. He was also an administrator and director of the Equal Opportunity Office of the University of Missouri St. Louis, a suburb north of St. Louis. But he remembers clearly the time and widespread segregation and inequality in St. Louis. And he speaks passionately about why he believes it is still important today for people of good conscience to stand up for justice. My subject, Mr. Norman Seay.
Jeremiah 22, verse 3, Thus saith the Lord, execute justice and righteousness, and deliver out of the hand of the oppressor him who has been robbed. And do no wrong, do no violence to the stranger, the homeless or temporary resident, the fatherless, the widow, nor shed innocent blood in this place.
Welcome back. We're talking to the founder and executive director of the Good Journey Development Foundation, Dionne Ferguson. And Dionne, Express You Through Art. This is a multi-week program where young people explore trauma, oppression, emotions, and build skills in resiliency, resistance, and self and community care through expressive art. What's that about?
Yes, that's exactly what it's about. So our young people are guided through art projects with a teaching artist and a counselor. And so a lot of emotions will come up as they're doing these art projects. And so they're able to talk about them, learn how to express themselves in ways that are healthy and positive for themselves and for the community.
I think we have a picture of them, don't we? There.
Yeah, so those young people, this is a culmination of their about 14-week-long program in the Riverview Garden School District. And the young people have on T-shirts that they made. One of the projects is called Let Go My Logo.
Wow, okay.
So they designed their own logo, which has some type of meaning for themselves in their own lives. And then they learn how to do print screening and to print screen their logo onto a T-shirt.
Wow. And they keep that and show that's
theirs.
Okay,
Yes.
This is their legacy too. This is wonderful.
Absolutely.
Dionne, anything that you want to talk about that we haven't mentioned?
Well, again, Good Journey is 20 years old.
And how can they reach you and so forth and enroll? Tell us about
Yes,
that. Okay.
so you can go to our website, www.goodjourney.org. Go to the page that's entitled Events, Calendar and Events. And at the top of that page, you can click on a link to enroll in our programs, ages 8 to 25. You can also click on a link if you'd like to be an intern with Good Journey. Our interns start at age 11 and go up to age 25. If you want to be a volunteer, you can click on a link to be a volunteer as well. And always on every page on our website is a page. You can click the link to support to provide us with some financial donations if you are inclined. We'd love it. Thank you.
Tell us about your earrings.
Oh, these earrings are from my mother. I don't know where she got them, but I love them. But these are a gift from my mother. She knows my style.
Part of more regalia that you said they have matching.
Yeah, so there's a matching necklace, but I thought it was too much for today. But there's a matching necklace that comes probably down to just my thighs there. That's really long and beautiful.
How much joy do you get from this program?
It is my joy.
Okay.
It is absolutely my joy. And that's really what I want to spread. I want to spread joy. Someone asked me just recently about how I saw liberation through Good Journey. And it really is, liberation through Good Journey is, for me, means that young people are leading and directing this organization.
It's wonderful.
And that the mission has moved and changed to creating housing and spreading joy.
Wonderful.
That's how I see us being liberated through Good Journey.
And that's a good journey. A wonderful journey.
Yeah.
That's your journey.
Yes.
That's your legacy.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Once again, how can one reach you and support you?
Again, you can reach us by calling 314-229-9079. You can also reach us by through our website. There's a contact page, www.goodjourney.org. Also, you can always contact us through direct message on all social media platforms at Good Journey Inc. And then we also have a email that you can contact us at, and that is web@goodjourney.org.
Thank you so much, Dionne Ferguson, for being with us today. It's always a pleasure seeing you, and it's always so wonderful knowing the wonderful things that you're doing.
Thank you for having me. I love what you're doing.
You're very kind. Thank you. And thanks to each and every one of you for supporting the New Life Evangelistic Center, 2428 Western Road, Overland, Missouri. I'm Bernie Hayes. Have a great day.